Hi guys, what's happening? I come to you heart in hand, so they might say. But welcome to my channel, and thanks for dropping by. I'm Merlito for all intents and purposes here. We're not on first name basis yet, but I'm here to tell a story, basically. But today is going to be more about letting you know what I'm about and what I'm doing. And let me see here. Hold on. Oh yeah. It's kind of fun to be sitting here because I remember when YouTube first went online and branched into what they branched into, which was an empire. The funny little name stuck, and I guess I was eating crow at the time, but put that down a little bit further. There we go. A little bit. I'm here basically to tell a story that should have been told a long time ago. Not to get into specifics or anything like that about, any one particular case, because they're all significant, no matter what. So welcome to friends and family of murder victims. And I know that sounds a bit morose, but it's not going to be. I want to help heal what was sick within everyone that survives that, whether it be a friend or a family member or whatever, it doesn't matter. That is, that's the main thing about it. And so that's one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get a story out there that should have been told a long time ago, and it took me a long time to be able to talk about my mother's death without becoming, just a blundering idiot. But I have managed to do that at this stage in my life, and I've gotten rid of all the anger and all that, and I want us to help each other to do that. It's the family members that are left behind that are left to deal with what we're left to deal with, and it's irreversible. It is unrecognizable. It's something that can't be put into words. For the ones left here to see, to experience that, I want us to share that. I want to get this story out there, but my main goal in starting this YouTube channel is because I was going about it a really difficult way, and my best friend said, my son's girlfriend has a YouTube channel, and that's what she does, and it's called Pink Chihuahuas. So I think she said you all call her Pink, and she has been a guiding beacon in this for me, and made made me a believer I was able to do it. And so here I am, hat in hand, so to speak. If you wonder what I'm looking down at, I spent the day writing these 4 pages, basically. And I spent the day doing that. Yeah, I did. I'm looking over my notes here. Yeah, I was going about it definitely the wrong way. In the beginning, I bought podcast equipment. I bought miniature microphones, the lavaliers. They are miniature lapel microphones that go on your shirt, or you can hold it in your hand, either way, whatever you want to do. They're pretty nifty to have around, but they're unnecessary to accomplish what I'm setting out to accomplish. And I had a very positive day today, and I've been putting off doing what I'm doing right now, which is making my introductory video to my, I don't know if I want to say my public or my followers or whatever you want to do. I don't know. All I know is that it became much easier for me to realize what I had in front of me, which was an easy way, not an easy way, an easier way to accomplish it. I mean, how I was going to have to do it before was after I got all the equipment together, which I did. I bought 2 podcast equipment boxes. I've got them over there. I bought my lights and everything like that. But I was going to buy a tent and set that up in the backyard. I live on 7 acres, and it's quite spacious back there. I was gonna do that, but that would have been, okay, gotta get the tent, which is finance. Gotta get the chairs and the table and all that, and all that's finance, and that takes time when you're on disability, and that, I mean, it is what it is. But I was prepared to do that, but then when my best friend told me that, it lit a candle in me. I'm like, I can do that. I said, do you think she'll help me? And she said, of course. And then I met her. She's lovely, and she really helped me a lot to get this done. So, and I'm sending this to her before I send it out to anyone else. I want her to see it. And if you're wondering about my bottom, I don't know, I'm very self-conscious about it because I've lost my bottom denture, and I don't know where it's at, and my cats took it. I have 17 rescue cats. We're insane here. And we're not rehoming. We don't rehome. We fall in love, and then we keep them, and they break our hearts. But that's all. Okay, yeah, that's a good point I wanted to make, was that I would like to add in here that my first submission, I'm not exploiting someone else's demise for fame and fortune. That's not why I'm doing this. Although this is a huge platform, so I mean, it will go where it will go, and that's out of my hands once I do this. Once this live goes, there were one of my cats. Yeah, what I'm really hoping to do is to give people a safe place to talk about something that is very difficult to talk about. So, friends and family of murder victims, they need a place to feel safe. And even if they just come into the live or whatever it is at that point, whether it's live or a pre-recorded video, I want to give others a place to express. And it's something that I've wanted to do for years and years. Since I was 6 years old is how it comes up to be. My sister was 10. But I want this to be a place where people can come and express their feelings, thoughts, and, however you want to label it. But whatever they may be needing at the moment, I want to be that place. I do. I want there to be a place that, let me reword that. I want to, create this space and have it live on. I want it to be something, a place and a time, where you can go without judgment. You can do it without feeling any judgment against, the thought or the idea. Yeah, this is a vehicle in which someone could feel safe enough. Okay, all right. They have gone through something very traumatic, and it's a club that you belong to that you never wanted to belong to. Having a friend or a family member murdered. It's such a hard word for me to say. I always feel myself trying to take it back in. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know. But that's the feeling I get when I say that word, that M word. So I just feel like I want to take it back in as soon as it comes out of my mouth. But, maybe there is someone out there that has yet to even talk to anyone about what they're feeling or thinking and, really doing, when the lights are out and the drift off comes and, inevitably, not every night, but several nights, I would say, for all of us, in the beginning anyway. But I just want to be able to provide a place to help people that need healing, and maybe I will help a little bit throughout all this. Physician. Gabby, go. Okay, excuse me, cat. That wasn't her. I didn't touch her. She was a few feet away. That old saying, physician, heal thyself. Of course, it is going, I know that it's going to help me feel like I can really help. And that's all I want to do. That's all I want to do, is help these people of the world of your neighborhood, of, you know, of your convenience store. You know, they're just everywhere. And then, you know, you see someone like the Stephen Gressy down there in Florida meets a girl on a dating app, and I'm not going to say the dating app because I'm just not going to say it for legal reasons, I'm sure. But him and his girlfriend lure this child to her death by luring her to their home in another city in Florida. And over the period of from the 14th of February of 2025 to the 23rd or 24th, and they just did terrible, horrible things to that child. She was only 16. She told him she was 20 on the app, and then when, you know, when push came to shove, she let him know that she was only 16, and that didn't change anything for him. I mean, this guy, he just blurts out to the deputy about how he's killed hundreds of animals. That, you know, the deputy asked him, you know, well, you mentioned that you killed animals. How many animals do you think you've killed? These hundreds. Really, there's no emotion there, no humanity in there at all. And they walk among us. It's just a fact. And we have to be strong, I guess. You know, learn to be stronger every day is the key, I think. And this would help do that. This would help do that. This channel on YouTube could help to do that. And I am here, and I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back the next day. I think I'm going to yeah, I'm not gonna say that. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and just say, you know, thank you and welcome to my channel, friends and family of M victims. And I'll be back. I'll be uploading another video tomorrow, maybe a couple or three, I'm not sure, just depends. It has taken me since Tuesday. I think I started to mention this a little while ago. I've had the tools that I needed to get this started on Tuesday prior to this day. And something has been holding me back. I don't know why. I'm not sure why I'm sitting here. You know, I've got my own little cave back here, you know. I mean, I live in a nice home. It's a brick home, and it's very comfortable living. But I'm saying I kind of have my own little space, and that's a good thing because it just is. It for anyone, everyone, that is important, that you take space and time for yourself, because if you go down the people that you're helping, well, you didn't really help them because now they're in probably twice as bad a shape, maybe. So you've got to take care of yourself, and you got to, some of us have to be taught to rethink that because we, you know, we just go through a lot of things that are tricky to figure out on your own. So let's talk, you know, let's just talk and share knowledge about whatever we want. I just want to begin the ebb, the flow of conversing. I just had a major surgery back in December, so if I pause and take a moment to remember, it's because I had a really major uh, brain surgery September of last year. So I'm in the 2 percentile of survivors of that group of people that have had that surgery. And I completely look at life differently now. I don't know why. I just feel differently. I look at things differently. And I mention this to people um, in my path, in my life. I have to remind them, that I look at it so differently, and I want to share that with you all. I want to share that with the world. I do. And I'm going to cut this off now because I've been kind of holding you for long enough. And I will tell you a story about a coyote and a roadrunner and how they saved each other. How they saved each other's lives on opposite days. They weren't opposite days. I'll tell that story next time. If someone will remind me, just do that. Just remember at Marlito 2025. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. All right. God bless. Love you guys.